Alright, we should be live. There's a couple things I gotta do. It's been a very busy weekend, so we'll see what we can do. But regardless, we're gonna try our best, you know? We have a lot to do. Um, and it's all good. It's all fine and dandy, you know? Like, we're gonna be chilling like villains here. Get my tea. Get the tea, get all that other stuff. And okay, looks like we are good as we can be this morning. Welcome everyone. I have a bit to do. I'm not even looking at chat yet as I have to pretty much get ready, but within the next couple minutes we're going to really kind of get serious today. There's a lot that we have to discuss with the social media scheduler app, and we have a lot to execute on. So I'm pretty excited, and I hope you guys will be too. So let's get started here. Content scheduler. Let me look at this. Let me also make sure everything is good on. Man, my stomach is actually murdering me right now. Not necessarily sure as to why that's the case, but that's fine. Give me one moment here. We are just ensuring that. Does this link back? Yeah. Or is this dead? Yeah, it's a deader. It's a deader. How am I supposed to? Oh, you know what? I have the idea on this. View feed, copy the event, manage attendees. I know exactly what to do. So what I'll do is this. I know exactly how to fix it, what to do. Then I can get into the stream. Oh, GameStop. Oof, wow. Texas hit with a flood. I heard about it. Yeah, that's a thing. Feel bad for those people down there. But where was I here? We need to go to our current thing, our live one right here. We'll go here, copy this over. Say current live link. And there we go. The next thing that we'll want to do is we'll want to go to our next set of events and set the future ones to make sure we don't have an issue with this anymore. So all we have to do is go to edit the event. Or maybe that doesn't work. Okay, there we go. Edit and oh, maybe I can generate or set up a live link for each one. Maybe. Can I have a static one that just happens every single week? That'd be kind of cool. But regardless, we need to get down to the section here. I could make a system that actually auto routes it so that you use my static URL and then it links you to whichever one's the closest, but I'm not going to do that. Hold on. It's before. This just makes it so that now we don't have any issues in the future, and I'll have everything pretty much there. and you can hit save changes, and it will change everything. Okay, so let's focus here on what we need. Oh, I also need to actually look at the chat here. Highly doubt there'll be anything, but always good to have anything on the side. Cool. All right. So, let's get into it today. We're going to be doing a bit of cleanup today. Today is a real big cleanup day. I got some stuff done last week that I needed to for like a video that made me push more of this application, so that I had to test it on like multiple different things, and yeah, it was interesting. However, the first and foremost thing that I think is the biggest issue is going to be the what's it called? It's gonna be the bugs that I found in particular. Some of these reactive layer bugs are pretty bad, and I'm gonna have to take care of them today. Not necessarily sure how I'm even going to fix them, but we gotta kind of just dive in. So first things first, just to have it up, is go into my notes and just run this just to do it and have that up and spin that up so Metro can connect. And then once we have Metro connected, we'll want to try to re-emulate the issue. Now the issue that I'm having annoys me because last time I thought I had fixed this, and so it's annoying that it came back, like, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't even know how to describe how frustrating this issue is, because I don't think anything else is even close to as a problem. But once I can fix it, I think it'll be fine, but I really need to be careful here. The mobile version on the issues, my issues, created issues. Okay, so created issues here. YouTube refresh token dies. Yeah, I forgot about that. That shouldn't have died. So we'll need to look at that. Content keeps posting every couple seconds is a bigger issue. And then fix all build bugs. I think that was already done, to be honest. Show difference between published and scheduled. Yeah, I'll do that as well. It's just going to be better that way. And so, yeah. Let's get her done. Biggest problem, or the biggest thing I want to do, is make sure that I can set myself up so I don't have any issues like before. I want to go into this. The YouTube one I'm going to keep. Actually, I can keep all of these. There's no reason to not have them. I'll just instead add Threads as an account. So because I know where I can, like, at least retest the issue with the content keep posting every couple seconds. Like that's the one I'm gonna have to do first. So we're gonna want to go into the services API handler, and we'll also want to open up the index.js. Give me a second. Family, all that stuff. Good morning. Just letting you know I am live streaming. So just letting you know I am live streaming. Yeah. No, I don't think anything. I'm right with all this stuff. Well, you already know, so you should be good. You know, like a boot or whatever. And I took them out twice, so it should be okay. I'm not gonna I'm only gonna live stream till about 10:30 or 11, depends on the work, but I'm not trying to stay on live stream too long today. So, all right, can't wait until this tea cools down. But yeah, now we have our Threads account, so we'll want to go into the API handler and comment out the stuff for Threads, just so that we can kind of like do an await loop of something to do a test to make sure that we don't have any issues. So let's move this over to the side. We'll want to go into case threads. And from here, what I'd want to do is I'd want to go through all of this. This is fine here. Well, not really. Updating the token this amount is not really useful like this. The better thing I think to do is comment out everything. But I do need the publish success though. That's the problem. Where's that block end? Oh, the block ends off of this. Unless you catch an error, then you do a fail on it. Okay. So what we could do is go here. And why is it complaining? That's what I hate. Like, catch error. So there was a try block somewhere in this, but I hate that. I tried looking for it. Where was the block? It can't be at video. Oh, well, I mean, did I not comment out the whole thing? Like this? Was that it? No, that doesn't make any sense, though. Because it's still trying to catch. What is it trying to catch? That's what it is. I kept going for the yellow. I need to go for what this wraps into. Ah, okay. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. So we go here and say okay. Then what we're gonna do is take the try block. Did I miss my break? Yeah, I missed it. Go here. And go like this. And then make a loop. Got it. Cool. So now I can actually do this like safely without having any issues. First thing that we'd want to do is I can oh, did it reload? I think it reloaded, which is good. Good that it reloaded. Now the bigger thing here is my stomach is being a little bit weird, so I'm gonna take a break in a moment. But first things that I want to do is open up another PowerShell and open up some notes to get into the scheduler. Oh, that's not what I meant. I'm an idiot for that. I meant something completely different. Sorry, stomach is just killing me. This is what I meant. So now that we have that, we can at least map down what I need to, and then I'm gonna go to, oh yeah, so it just posts no content at this time, no content at this time, right? No content to post at this time. And yeah, and it just keeps doing that every 10 seconds. That's the point that I want. But hold on, sorry, my stomach is being wacky. Okay, so threads, yeah, and LinkedIn, so we're just gonna do threads specifically. Test, post, threads. And technically, since it already happened, yeah, we'll go like this. See here. And so the next time it should pick up. Huh. What? Oh, this is late, so this should already fire. Is this another issue? That looks like another issue. Interesting. Yeah. Huh. Wait, what's today's date actually on this phone? I keep forgetting that. Hold on. All right, give me a moment. I'm gonna have to head to the restroom. Yeah, the phone date is completely off too. Give me a moment. I'm gonna head to the restroom, and then I'll be back. Oh, okay, I am back. We are back. So, let me try this again. So, let's see what's going on. see here, because I know it'll try to sync like an idiot. Actually, let me check the phone's time on here. Date time. Ah, there we go. Set time automatically. There we go. That's probably why the other thing wasn't working properly the whole time. Because your time wasn't synced properly. It's like, I can't help you there. Your time has to be synced on your device properly and for things to happen. Like, properly. Can't do anything about that. So, let's try this again. Test, post. Let's see. There we go. It's not good. It's too fast. Yeah, it's too fast. Give me a moment. Let's see here. There we go. Now we can try this again. Yeah, see? That should be fine. What? What happened there? That actually worked properly. That actually worked properly. This was everything I was expecting. Where you'd have your log. Actually, what I should do before, like, it gets crazy is... Okay, cool. So, let me just read through this real quick and try to figure out like what's going on, because this actually worked the way I was expecting, or like it should have expected to work, but like I can't do the risk of opening up the API call just for it to fail and constantly blast my account again. That was like bad. That was just terrible. So wait, LinkedIn expiration check. Why is it doing LinkedIn for? Is that every single second it's doing that? It is. Must have been something I left accidentally inside of the logs. Well, it's not in the API handler. That's weird. Let's go here. It's in the background service. That's even weirder. Oh, I forgot about that. Technically, this makes sense. Because LinkedIn's credential set is different. So it makes sense I have something like this. And so if it expires soon, it will let you know in red. That part makes sense because you do need that, and then the content await check. The problem that I don't understand is that you can't have... Can I... Actually, if this was the problem, I could just use a database check. It's easier to do that than do a reactive state check. I could do a database, like state management check instead. The problem isn't that though. The problem is that I need to ensure that the issue doesn't happen again. You get what I'm saying? And this was happening before when I was doing like YouTube, right? When I would, like, for example, I go like this and this. Oh, it does say posted now. Oh, that actually is fixed. So it does show posted. The problem is that it doesn't reactively show posted. So we'll want to fix that. But that's, I like how it's just working right now out of nowhere. Like everything's just working. Like what? I'm pretty sure this was like failing. Like just some days ago. I could have been tired too. I was doing this throughout the week, and I usually have a lot to do throughout the week, so maybe I was just running on mental fumes. But it seems unlikely because I was able to get a lot of the thumbnail integration or all of it done. So for me, it's a little odd. I'm just trying to think to myself right now, like, let's go with YouTube, Instagram. This one, we'll take off the thumbnail. Right now because that's not necessarily the test. We'll want to put it private though. The set mode to kids is fine. I'll just change the category just because I like doing this now to make sure that the API still doesn't have any issues. Oh, and this actually makes it so that I have to fix the other issue with the YouTube credentials, because if you remember last time I tried to use them, they would fail after a bit, like as if I was using the access token. So now I can't even test with YouTube, although YouTube is the one I would want to test with because I saw it happen numerous times, but it's easier to do bulk delete if there was ever an issue. So, okay, I guess I'm being pushed into a loop and being pushed back a little bit into another issue. But if everything works, I'll take care of two birds with one stone, which will clean up really everything. So let's go into YouTube here. I need to figure out what is stored in the access token and the refresh token and how that's processed. Oh, I really don't like that mentally. I don't actually even think it's here. I think it's inside of the DB service. But I need to look to just verify how the function works. You get your Google Access token, grant type refresh token. So you throw your grant type in here. Okay. So you go in here. That's a bunch I don't care about. YouTube API handler, auth. The authentication service and the DB service. What is this used for? Oh, it's not used at all. Gotcha. Should clean that up actually. Yeah, I probably used a bunch here, and at this point I probably just moved everything over. I don't even know why I have an auth service. At this point I should just put it in the database thing, but whatever. Get back to what I was doing here. So import DB service, get Google Access token. Okay. And after getting the Google Access token, we then do the refresh token. Oh, okay. Okay, refresh token, insert into there, insert into DB, provider account information. But then we use Google RT. Yeah, but wait a minute. Oh, okay, I was about to be like, what the heck? Okay, so that, and then we do the Google's RT's access token, the expired in. Oh, wait a minute. Huh. That could be the issue. That this should be like refresh token that comes back. I just don't know on that because it's any that I think comes back from this. Because it's like the promise straight up returned. Yeah, it's the promise straight up returned. So the only other way I'd know, like what really comes back directly straight up, is if I went online and like looked up like what the return information should be. I need to figure that out. I would want to know if it is access token, or I want to ask ChatGPT, but if I do that, I need proof because it's such an idiot. It would definitely give me the wrong answer. So I'm gonna ask, but I'm gonna force it to give it a link so I can verify it off like the internet. Um, so let me type in this and type in this, and I'm gonna essentially say, you know, like, give me a web link / proof of what the output of the JSON request would be for specifically the refresh token. That's what I'm looking for, not what it thinks. Why does it not give me the link? Developers Google. This is what I need. This is what I was looking for. This isn't it though. This is for mobile. It's not. This isn't what I'm looking for. Server-side web apps or JavaScript apps. Client. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. No. Just give me the normal stuff. Like, yeah, here we go. Access tokens, endpoints, scope, sites, and prompts. For consent. Redirect URI. Access token. Response. No, I don't care about that. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. So it does say refresh token on this. So refresh token is one. So that's what the problem is. I've never been storing the refresh token. I'm pretty sure this is the problem. Which means that that should be an easy fix to do. All I have to do is go into here, and like it says in here or whatever to make the request, but it's still giving me the access token. I need the refresh, so, and then the expires in string. I don't really know about that, because I want to know more about the refresh token side. But this is the first and only time I've seen it. Where they show like the example like this, like straight up. Google OAuth. What, dude? When I say refresh token, I expect the words refresh token in, like, yeah, dude. Like, what the heck, man? Why would you show me some other website that doesn't have what I was looking for? Like, dude, such a waste. And my fields in getting my access token. Yep. Approval prompt force. Why doesn't it work in auto? Blah, 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 blah. I think I am just, yeah. I mean, like, it looks pretty simple. The only thing I was just trying to verify was the expired in, you know. But I hope that it's fine. I could just check it by, like, printing it. I think I print it anyway. Do I print it? Am I a pleb and print the whole information just straight? I feel like I wouldn't, though. Oh, yeah, no, I don't print what I insert. Well, no, I do. I say Google refresh token right here. Okay. So, like, we can do that. Essentially what we'll do is we can test now. Wait, did I save it first? Okay, cool. So yeah, what we'll do is we will go in And what are we doing here? Sorry. So accounts, I would do resync, but I'm not going to. I'm going to remove for this time. And we're going to see if this works properly. Go to YouTube. It's going to complain. Yeah, I know. Yep, I know. Okay, so now we have that, and we can kind of verify how long this is. It doesn't seem right though. Oh, and did it fail? Because I don't see even the word refresh in here. That's actually making me more concerned. Huh. What did I miss something? This would have technically broke then, technically, or it should have. Unless it just came up null. What? I'm so lost right now. And what's worse is like trying to go into the database would just take too long. Like at this point, like, so I'd have to almost print out beforehand, but that's just so weird. YouTube ID stored in the database. Here it is, Google refresh token. Token type is bear. The access token. ID token. What? None of this seems correct. None of that seems correct, but what I'm gonna do is Google most of this information because I haven't seen that in my checks before, like that. Because what is the ID token? We have token type is bear, yeah. Scope, I thought they would have had the offline one, but maybe I'm being an idiot. Oh, well, YouTube. YouTube is different than Google. I should have thought of that in particular. Because I'm pretty sure I just dropped nothing in there. Okay, so I don't want to watch a whole 20-minute video on that. What the heck? Yeah. This. Let's see. Let's go when it comes back. Yeah, dude, yeah, what is this? Any of the OpenID scopes or signing scopes will cause a token IT to be returned. One I am sure will. What? I must be missing something here. The heck? This must be from the... Oh. I think they're actually correct. If this is it. Yeah, got YouTube code. Oh, is this in my flow of call? That doesn't seem right though. No, it's in the first one. It's in the first one. So yeah, it's inside of this. So I don't need to do a secondary call essentially. I just straight up have refresh token. like they were saying. So that's pretty crazy. Um, that's so weird. But I thought you can make that's so weird. So we can basically shorten everything down to use the refresh token. But if I need to ask for one again, how do I do that? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. But how do you get another refresh token then? And I wish this person, because this is correct. This is actually should be upvoted. But I don't understand why I. How can I explain? I don't understand how I could be able to do another refresh call, like a continuous flow of information. This was cool at Stack Overflow, but I hate the fact that I'm not getting that directly, like from Google, you know? Running a cloud service function, invoking, getting ID. Yeah, like there's so much extra stuff I don't care about here. Um, so yeah, I think that's code. Region over access token and IT is so common. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, I don't care about no ID token. I care about the access token. Hold on. Stretching my back. There we go. All right. So in that case, let's kind of just focus backward then, and fix what we need to. The best way to do this, now that we know, is by going into our DB service and not actually asking for a refresh token at all, and instead using the account one. So we'll knock this out. It should complain about that, and then from there we'll have, what was this being used against? Google AC, right? So we'll have Google AC refresh token, but then, oof. Where was the other refresh? Is it still in my visual? It's getting there, but I need to look pretty fast. Let's see. So refresh token says expires in, but it doesn't tell you again when the expiration of your refresh token expires. And so that's kind of annoying. I don't know what to do about that. I really don't. YouTube refresh token expiration. Mm-mm. When the app. Mm-mm. Can't be that issue. Okay, you know what? Let me just see what the time is. This only leaves you an hour. Like, what the hell? There's no way that can be real. I'll have to figure that out at some point again. But let's just try this to make sure. What we'll do is we will go back into here, Google AC, call it a day. Then we will go back to this. Port, YouTube, yep, add accounts, YouTube, Now, you can go ahead, import the thumbnail off, test the video. Let's see here. Public, let's see, and then just want to change it to science and technology. Test video. And then from there, post and watch it break. This is the one that had multiple loopings on it, so we'll definitely want to see how this becomes a problem. Because it should be locked at this point, right? But did it post it? Okay, well, you need to be careful. Oh, see, yeah, now it's saying, yeah, content check already running. Exiting. Maybe it just was my own development one, because I'm not able to cause that issue again. And that's good, but I just don't like the fact that, like, for sure last week I was having this issue, and it was pretty bad, you know? So, not necessarily sure, but yeah, just kind of throws me off for a bit. Oh, is it trying to post the threads? Why? Oh, did I forget to disable threads? I forgot to disable threads. Oh my gosh. Oh, now it's going for it again? Oh, that's not good. Hold on. Let's cancel out. Let's cancel and kill everything. Fortunately, I have the notes right from here. So we have a double failure going on. Oof. We have a double failure going on. What was it? There was like an issue. I need to see that thing where it said it failed. Unauthorized. Huh. I thought you can use the refresh token for calls. Did it just blow up even bigger? What the heck? Because we can definitely fix this. This isn't a big deal. Is it still running? Oh yeah, the backgrounder. Hold up, I gotta force quit it. Even with Metro gone, it's still gonna run. I forgot about that because of the backgrounder. Hold on. This is, yeah, hold on. This isn't gonna, I think it stopped, but, oh yeah, it probably went to the 15 mode. Okay, cool. I forgot about that backgrounder. I was just like, why is this ballooning so fast? Well, let me check my studio to see if it actually like, reached out. Because if it did, yeah, it reached out. It worked. It's up here. We can show it here in particular. So, like, yeah, we can see. Oh, holy crud! I got a lot of views on that one randomly. But yeah, this one works. Let me just make sure that the science thing I added. Just like to always make sure. Category. Okay, cool. So the categories work. So that all seems fine and dandy. So it actually did post. I think the reason it's saying it didn't is because it didn't follow through with trying to update my credentials. And I gave it a refresh token to be able... Like, see, that's the problem, though. Like, lightweight. Like, I need to read through that again, actually. Hold on. Because... Oh, no. Did I run out of space? Oh, it's still moving. Is it still moving? Hope not. Jeez. Just trying to read. that's just, yeah, that's a problem. Because the threads part already was fine. So it's doing threads. I'm assuming threads came first. Yeah, from looking. Oh, that's the other thing. Oh, this did this on LinkedIn as well. I basically did all of them in one shot, didn't I? Oh my goodness. How bad was it? I did all of them that were supported in one shot accidentally, which is actually cool that it actually works like that, you know what I mean? But geez, I can't even get to my LinkedIn. Like, hold on. Let me see here. No. My posts and stuff. Yeah, 3 minutes ago. Yeah, dude, whoa. I literally posted everywhere in one shot, which is actually cool, be honest. Oh, it kept posting. Oh, no. I think that was, it tried to loop again, and I don't think LinkedIn was correct on that, yeah. But, okay. So, let me focus here. Just trying to think about how I'm going to fix this. Well, the first things first is I already knew the first issue with YouTube was probably going to be a thing. I'm still going to leave that out. Or should I? You know, it's like if it's working, then it's working. I don't think threads is an issue. So, let me just go like this. Take this out. Take that out. Take this in. Like this. Okay. Then what I can do is go into case YouTube, and from the case YouTube, what we'll want to do is not do grant type refresh. I thought again that was going to work. That didn't. I'm not doing a client library, dude. Problem engine. What? I don't understand that. But how do I get another? Oh, you need an access token. But how do I get another access token? That's the thing. I don't get how I get another access token. Is it? Okay. How do I get another access token? YouTube account updated in the database. Actually, I should read that code.
YouTube account updated in the database. This actually doesn't make any sense because it's probably in here, and then it says YouTube account updated in the database, I assume. Your user YouTube account stored in the database. So I don't get a YouTube account. Oh, because it's two different types. Yeah. So then you update in the database. Cool. Then and we were doing that from how now? YouTube access token. RT. Oh, is this the refresh token thing again? Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Like, it works because it's just an actual access token. But what I'm actually having a problem with is that I don't understand what actually caused the issue, because it almost seems like as if everything else worked. But then it said fail. No, did that happen beforehand? Oh, that's weird. Oh, maybe that was from earlier. That was from earlier, and I was looking at the wrong stuff. That would make way more sense. I'm just going down a rabbit hole that doesn't need to be. Okay, that makes way more sense. I was like, oh my god. But it was still looping, though. There was a failure of some sort. That's the thing. There was some sort of failure. And I think not knowing what that is, I think is a bigger issue. Because it did happen with YouTube. But oh my god. I didn't realize, like, at the time that it was having that other issue. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to rerun this up. Is this still connected? Okay. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to now try this again. Actually, before I do that though, I actually really want to delete these other videos, actually, that I was using. More actions, delete forever, yes. Just means that I don't have to worry. Then, oh, did this post to Threads? Oh my god. I gotta go on Threads now. See if I, oh good, it didn't make it there. Okay. Oh, it must be an Xbox thing, yeah. Okay. I think that's it. I think I'm ready. Let's do it. So, LinkedIn, Threads, YouTube, video. Yeah, let's make sure it's private though this time. Test video. And post. And let's see if we run across an issue here. I think it worked because it was slow, you know? Like I didn't have to do much. It was all within 10 seconds, which isn't good. So, almost a waste of time to be honest. Yeah, it's in private, it works, but that's not going to be helpful for me then if I can't actually... You know what I'll do? I'll add in a 10-second looper afterward. The 10-second looper thing I commented out will take care of that. So we'll go like this. So right where the success is. Okay. So then I will say this. This just now means that I won't have any issue trying to really nail this down with just YouTube, just as long as I'm not an idiot and forget to unselect the other accounts. And hit post. Oh. Alright, now it's going to post, and let's see what we get. Alright, this part's the big one. Good. It could be, you know what it could be? It could be that when you fail, okay, let me think about this. I think that when you fail, it tries to automatically try to do it again, which isn't good. I think what I should do is make it so that when it fails, it doesn't try again until either the next day. Like, it's like I could do something where it tries again the next day, or I just would probably not do it and maybe have someone be able to do a manual, like, send off, where it's just like send now, because I think that that's kind of the bigger issue. Right now, I think there's really no error handling if something failed. Like, there is error handling where we set the database to know that something failed so it can be tried again. But if it just failed for some other reason, it'll just keep trying it, like, immediately because the way the database query looks for things. So that could be an issue, right? But we want to make sure of that was like the case, and then from there we can like try to make something where if it fails, we make it so that a person can see that it failed, probably give them an error, and then hit send now anyway or something, or resend with like a manual resend. That's the only way that I think that could work, and stuff. And I'm not going to do all of that, but I just wanted to kind of do somewhat of this. So let's see here. The idea that I'm going to do is go into the I'm just trying to think one more time there. Yeah, so what I want to do is test one more time the other accounts, make sure I don't have any issues, and go from there. Let me just make sure we don't have anything from here. Okay, so we do test. So I know it's weird, but I want to go for each account that I have, and not lol. So video. This time we'll do Instagram. We can do. Oh, speaking of which, I should probably go on my Instagram and make sure that I didn't just accidentally blast my Instagram account. Oh, I did. Yeah. Delete. Profile. Oh man, there's like so many. Okay, here. Hold on. Delete. Delete. Okay. So let's go to. Let's actually do a one full shotter and see if we run into an issue. I think that that'll be a better way to do it. Okay. Video test on all social media platforms besides Twitter. I'm just gonna assume. Made for kids on. Off, private, blog, sure. Test video for all social media accounts, and then from there we hit post, and it should start up. Biggest scare is going to be the loop of everything, how that works, but again, I want to make sure it says while we're doing this that's already okay. Good, content running already. Good, that's what I want to make sure of. So as it's doing this, we're good, and we're just going to assume that it's good as long as we keep getting that checkup. I'm not getting the checkup. Oh, okay, cool. It's moving. I just had to type down on the keyboard. Wait, it's going again? That's not good. That's not good. Oh, posting the threads. Hello world. Oh, so that's just threads. Hopefully that's it. But we're not necessarily sure. We just need to be careful. Let's check my social media accounts and make sure I don't blast my everything. Okay, so I only have one video there. Cool. Oh yeah, and then this is YouTube where I added in that little thing there. That's actually really helpful. Just making sure I can visually see. And then we're done. And I think it completed fully. Let's see. It completed fully with no issues. Cool. Okay, so I think it could have been a reactive issue. So I can actually put that one to bed. I literally just tested right now on stream. It all works. It went to all of my media accounts. And so I think the main issue really is that if you have an error, it will reflag and keep causing an issue, like to keep sending, and therefore that's going to be an issue. So what I could fix some of that now. What I'll do is I'm going to take another break. I'll fix that now. And I think that'll be the last bit of our time that we'll have. Maybe YouTube, hopefully the whole thing with YouTube works, but I may need to look into that to double check that. Just because they're saying I can keep getting access tokens with my refresh token. But, like, really though? Like, if that makes sense, like, I don't know. Maybe unless my flow was wrong, but it doesn't. Oh, well, maybe. Because because if I think about it, I was able to use the refresh to actually make the calls. You know what I'm saying? Like, do the calls themselves. So, I don't know, but, like, I'm going to figure it out. And go from there. So, I'm going to leave that issue open. But the one, let me see. No. Why? Oh, these are pull requests. Where are the issues? Yeah, there we go. Issues. So, the content keeps posting. Yeah, so I think that this one actually is good, but we'll leave it open to try to fix the error thing. And then I think that'll also finish up with the calendar. Oh, then have reactive calendar state. So when something is posted, it automatically will update the calendar's like reactivity in particular. So yeah, I'm gonna just take one more break and then go from there.
Yeah, and then I got a bunch of music class today. You making food for yourself? Okay. If you didn't want to watch TV or anything like that, I'm saying like it's not that loud, but also have headphones that you can just plug to the Xbox if you remember. Hey, good boy. Oh, let me get your stuff out of the dryer. Hey, good boy. Oh, it's the food. It's the ramen.
Oh, uh-oh.
What? What are you
Looks
staring
like
at?
someone got pulled over. I think that's the police.
He's staring at me while I'm
Yeah.
kids. I can't even see, but yeah, yeah, be
Like
careful.
this white
Like,
fuzzy
oh yeah, I can see some lights, yeah. Yeah.
I just so happened to walk home and they were
Oh.
like, oh.
Yeah, I never be paying attention to people, but it makes sense on that one. But yeah, you do know where that is, right? Where that leads out to the three-way intersection? fiber helps though.
You want some of this with it? I was thinking of having some
Yeah.
with it.
Oh yeah. How many of you grew up with that? Like in it, like you had like say what did I have? It's weird, you know, like because we didn't drink anything last night. I mean, eat anything last night, and like this morning I feel fine. Like got everything up out of my system and everything. It was kind of you better be careful. But like I got everything got up out of my system and it was this morning and it was great. It's like oh crap. So that's fine. But hopefully this small amount will just help my stomach and some more of that and then get back into it. So the social media scheduler on the live stream is actually doing good. It was annoying because when I was trying to do the thumbnail stuff last week, I kept running across issues that I knew I had already fixed, and I was like, what the right? And so I kept saying, I'm not going to prioritize that, I'll do that today. Now I try it today, and the issue doesn't happen. But I think it was a symptom from another thing. The issue was that, like, every time I would try to post content, it would constantly keep posting, like every single second. Like, what would happen is there would be a function call that's supposed to be what's called blocking, right? Blocking means that when you're reading instructions, it's one step at a time. Versus like non-blocking means that I can read this instruction, do this, and while I'm doing this, I'll read the next instruction and do whatever else it says.
Oh yeah.
And that's a problem because if I have a loop that says like check content, it's like all right, I read it, and while it's doing it, it tries it again. You know what I mean? It's like that's obviously a problem. But I had fixed it. I had fixed that issue. But then when it came back, I was like, right? But now after doing testing, like this morning, I think that the issue is that if I have a failure, like let's say one of the things fails inside of the content or like post, it will immediately try to redo it again and again. You know what I'm saying? Like it won't give time to fix everything. So it's like I have to kind of put something. I think I'm gonna just make it so that if it errors, it just won't resend, and then you'll have to manually hit a button that says like reset. So I'll do it. I'm trying to finish at 11 though.
No rush.
Sure you don't want the headphones? Like the reason I say that is sometimes it feels really nice to have like the TV like right here. You know, just saying wireless. Well, not really. I meant like the controller is wireless. My headphones. I tried using the headphones you gave me directly into the Xbox. They don't work. And what's weird is that it says that it's supposed to online. So maybe it's Drive or maybe it's something else, but like your stuff works on my computer. That's why I use it there. You know? Yeah. I think the Xbox is just weird though, to be honest. But that's why I use the wired ones, because right up under the controller you just plug it in. You know?
Yeah.
So, but oh yeah, and sometimes I forgot the skull candies work too.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Oh, randomly. Did you want a calcium pill? Okay. You're like, I already have strong bones. Building strong bones. Okay. So I'm pretty much ready. I think we have 40 more minutes. We'll be able to take care of most of what I was talking about. But the first thing that I'm going to do is just clean up my social media accounts from that first test I did. Should I? No, yeah, because I'm not going to be reposting again based off of the logic of what I think the issue is. Whew. Excuse me. Oof, that was a sneeze. Oh, wow. They actually added messages right to the web app of Instagram. That's cool. So delete this. And then, sorry, I'm just getting rid of all my posts that I just made. Here, post activity.
And then from there we go here. We can delete this post. And then from there, I think we're good. So now that we're good, this is what we're going to do. All right. We're going to go. First off, I'm going to take away my 10-second loop on YouTube. We're going to make it so that the database call check also doesn't grab anything that has errors in it or failures in it. So therefore, it just doesn't resend automatically. And then we can go from there. So the way we would do that is go from this function called fetch content from before current time. We go into that and we change the database query from like where it's like in publish not like final is success. Actually, I'm actually curious what I set the database as for the published. Is it null? Because if it's null, then we're pretty good. I just don't remember what happens when I insert content directly, but that's fine. We could easily find that. I know where to find it at, most likely. But I'll have to go from like it'll end me back up in the DB service. It's just the DB service is way too big. The best thing to do is go to the postmodal component where I actually post the content, so therefore I can get the function that would bring me down to where I need to. I think that's in the modals component. Here we go. So it's called onPost. Here's the onPost function, and then we do all of this, and then we do handle post. Handle post should go into this. Oh, handle post is its own TS helper. It's not even okay. So in this, we insert all of this, and then the publish should be just straight up null. Wait, what? That's weird because of the question marks. So is made for kids, is made for kids. Thumbnail, thumbnail. Tags, tags. Oh, here it is. It's a blank object. Oh, interesting. It ends out as a blank object. Let's set it like that so that only the blank objects come out. Then we can make another status that shows the content of the ones with errors on them. Then they can tap on it, right? So like, I'm gonna GPT this one because this isn't like a straight up null. So maybe I'd like check for string that is set with open brackets, but I'm not necessarily sure. That's what I would do, or I'd assume, like, because everything is set in text mode for the data type. So it would be better or more advantageous to assume that, but like if I knew nothing with no GPT, but it's just better to check. Where's my GPT? Okay, here we go. So delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that. Go here and say select from content where post date and this is not like this. Let's see here, and I'm gonna say I also want where it grabs only. I want this to change. There we go. I don't think that that's the case with the publisher. I mean, with like white space, I don't think that that's an issue. I'd be really shocked, but yeah, I don't think that's an issue. Wait, where were we? Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Burps. Burpity burps. Wait, hold on. There we go. Okay, so we have that done. This means now that if for any reason there was any error, it wouldn't repost. But we now, before we do anything, need to bring up ones that do have errors on them, and go from there. But the problem too is like, do I craft an error? I can craft an error by doing the refresh token thing again, forcing something to kind of break beforehand, and then maybe having like this is the problem. Do I want to integrate the error visual into the post modal? I almost think that's easier, just having like a little error section that comes up if there's an error that then shows them what their errors are. I think that would be the better thing. I just am not sure. I really am not. So I have to be really smart with how I do that, because I think I pipe the error information into the failure status anyway. So that's not going to be a today thing, but it'll be a this week thing, because finishing that portion would mean that there will be no real inherent issues that I know of directly. So let's continue. The best thing that we need to do is go into the calendar section, and do some changes from there. We can delete this. Let's see, calendar, TypeScript. And then we have our day, we have our month. Yeah. Not gonna look at that yet. Not caring about that, but that kind of looked a little interesting. No, that's the flat. Ooh, yes, this. This is the flat list. Render item. Where's the trash icon on this? Yeah, the faux trash. Where are we going? This faux trash. Yeah, this will help me now. This is it. So if it includes final success, we need to change the logic for this. This isn't actually helpful. Item published, if it includes final success. I need something that shows me the break, or not the break, the open. Well, if it, wait, what? They both look the same. Am I wrong here? These lines are the same. Oh, did I have to render it? No. I'm doing something wrong here. Oh. Interesting. Didn't read that, didn't understand that. Got it. So there's really nothing there where it's like, if it includes that, then yeah. But if it includes an error, that's the other thing. If it's not final success and it's not blank, that's what I should do. If it's not this and it's not that, we'll assume it's an error. And then I could say error and call it a day for now. But I still need to create or craft an error. But it's weird because it just says posted. You can't click on that, right? These, yeah. You can't click on the ones that say posted. Very intriguing. I got it now. This whole thing is like connected as far as this. And regardless of anything, you have the item content type and icon is container. Okay. I feel like I know what to do. Well, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, so you have your trash icon and you have your edit icon. And we want to leave those open, so we're going to actually manipulate these two. We're not going to add an extra one. We're going to add in something else that says like, well, why is the and? Maybe I could do an or, like it's published is a straight up like flat string of an empty object. And then I think that would be good. Where did I do that? Didn't I have that in GPT? Yeah, I think it's a flat string like that. So let me think here. Can I, sorry, move. Can I do dot item published item published is equal to I don't even need to do that though. Actually, I do. No, I don't need to do that. I just need to point out that there was an error. I don't need to. I was thinking about, well, if it doesn't include success, we don't even need to do that, actually, as I was thinking about that. Sorry. Because that's just adding an extra condition that we don't need to check. Because if it doesn't include success, that's the only thing we need to look for. If it does, then yeah. Now, if we're talking about this is the one that we need to change. Because we want to make sure. Oh no, this does the includes. Can I do an else on this? No, you can't. Maybe I'll do like this and like error, and then I'll go like this. Posted item. Styles. Where's my styles on this? Style sheet. That's why I was like posted item. Oh, there we go. Posted item. Error. Item. Let me see. Can I see what that color is? Alright, so. Don't know. Oh, it's in a completely different place. Gotcha. Error item. Right, so I'm going to say fix this. So I'm going to say final success. I'm going to say fix the condition to do if it is not blank, a blank null or undefined should never really be like that in particular. I'm just going to do the first one. Because we naturally set it with an empty, so there should never really be an issue for that. So I think that was the main thing that we needed to do. Problem is I don't have any errors straight up anymore because I delete them. So even if that was the case, it's like That's not gonna happen. But we can do our refresh trick to make something happen, you know. And then from there, I'm also wondering if this has an issue with scrolling up or down, you know. So I'll probably want to do that, but let's continue on. So what I want to do is go for my test. We'll go for the APIs. Where is it? It's the API handler, and there was a thing that I was able to do where I was able to essentially force an error. We'll leave that by going like this, getting rid of this, copying that over here, just so I don't have any issues just in case. Then we'll go map this over to a breakpoint. Then we're gonna just go Control Z for a bit. And again, what was the YouTube thing that I did that broke it? There was like a specific YouTube thing I did that broke everything. It was the refresh. Wasn't it the refresh token? Was it the refresh token? Where I would try to insert in the refresh token information? That's what it was. That has to be it. That has to be it, which means it was recent. Okay, so what did we do here? 'Cause it doesn't look like I actually changed anything. Huh. It doesn't look like I did anything. Or was it the login that I changed? Oh, I think I changed it back on the other side. That would make more sense. We'd have to go into the background service, I believe. No, the database service, right? Rather. Where are you hiding? I hate being in this thing. Yeah, that's what it was. So 450 like that, go like that, and map back, and then take that over. Then yeah, this is what it was. We did AC refresh token. What? What did I do now again? It was access token. Then I did refresh token. Like, it must have been something small because I don't remember. Man, I'm trying to figure out how that happened. How can I make an error happen? You know what? I have another idea. I'm doing too much to try to make an error happen. I know exactly how to make an error happen. I'm just being an idiot. Instead of me having to suffer like this, the easiest way to make an error happen is by just creating an error yourself. Where is it? Go like this, go like that for YouTube, and then I'm gonna say All right, so now we have what we need. I think it's refresh, but I'm going to tap on this. Okay, so we're good. Let's go to import this. We're gonna go here, make sure it's only on YouTube. In particular, test video with error, and then oh, what happened there? Oh, that must have been a reload of something in the background. Must have been. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Test video. What the heck is going on? I've never seen this. That's the weirdest thing ever. I've never seen this before. Maybe I'm tapping. Maybe, like, what the heck? Did y'all see this? Like, what? I'm just trying to do a test. I've never seen that before. Please stop doing that while I'm trying to just test, man. I don't know what happened there. Test video. You see that? Oh, is it when I type the R key on here? I would laugh so hard if it was able to read the R key. I'd be like, no way. Because the R key is what does the refresh. I'm gonna try one thing. That's something I'm not gonna care about. I'm just letting you know. I can work around that. So interesting. Like, that's weird, but I don't genuinely care. Like, that's funny. Okay. Let's see if I fail it now. Sweet, that was immediate too. That's nice. It works. Then I can go into here. And then all I need to do is then show the information for the error. And then you would change the post from error to like to resubmit. Because you could do like, well, you could do schedule. You could do schedule again, but it's either that or resubmit. Actually, I would just hit post again to redo it. You know what I mean? And call that a day. Then it blanks. Then it would blank your error, and you would be able to repost again. That's what I like. I think that would be cool, and I think that would be appropriate for the most part. So I'll do that part or that stuff later. It's getting around that time. I was going to kind of do things a little bit short for this week, just because I am busy. But this is actually extremely helpful because now that other issue probably will never happen. I just need to now make it so that if you do run across an error, you can try to resend it again after you look at what the error is. And then from there, there's still the reactive state of the calendar, making sure that that works. And then I don't have anything else I would know that needs to be done with this application. So let's finish up by talking about the bugs here, or rather the things I'm going to post here. So show the difference between posted, published stuff. So I'm going to go here, open issue on GitHub. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to do that. I know exactly how I'm going to handle this. API handler. So we're going to go like this. Take that in. Go there. Git add dot. Git commit m meetup 7/6/2025. Okay, then what we'll do is we'll do a get push And yeah, I will go into this one. I'll close it. Content keeps posting every couple seconds. I will close this. YouTube refresh token dies. Not necessarily sure on that one. I'll have to recheck that one. So we'll just instead do create an issue for the other one. Actually, like, why can't I make a thing in this? But I'm just gonna assume it's this one. And then I'm gonna say bug. What was it here? Actually, it's not a bug. It's just an actual thing. We would say show error in failed posts. Allow for All right. Let me just redo that. Cool. We only have 3 issues left. Cool. So that's about it for this video today. Again, I could have went a lot longer in particular, but I got a bit to do personally today, and we'll probably finish up the last bit of this throughout the week, especially if it helps me with the weekly videos I have to do, but it depends. Right now, it's a shift between working on this and also working on the persistent peer-to-peer protocol. So, yeah, just got to be efficient for the next couple weeks, and I'm hoping by August or September I'll have more time. But by this point, I'm hoping that we'll get the app pushed to the store by August. The stuff that we're dealing with here is pretty small, and so once we have it posted, I'll probably be working on something else and just kind of collect out people's thoughts and opinions and reviews of the app to make it better over time. So, all right, you guys, I hope that your Sunday goes well, and I will catch you next week.